Carl German here. We're doing more Roblox development, and this time it's with Dolphin Pet Simulator. And we're employing AI, we're using free assets, and we're rocking and rolling. I also have a paid asset, and I had to do a lot of work to bring it from Blender and FBX into the Roblox game engine. Yeah, I'm gonna mute those sounds. You're not gonna hear that, but it's super sped up, so the dolphin freaking out just was really weird in my ear right now. So we're gonna mute that. Yeah. So I got some water splashes, and I had the AI tell it to make splash noises when it re-entered the water, and also make dolphin noises when it was jumping. And I basically said where appropriate for the game, right? And it made for the clean and rest and feed and all kinds of perfectly appropriate variations for the dolphin speech noise. Really cool. And then I, told it also do it when you're jumping out of the water. And I added splashes. Here I was asking it about a whole bunch of things. Actually, we're going multiplayer with this. So you have an owner billboard over top of the aquarium that's yours, and you'll be able to change the name of your dolphin. And you we'll see what it comes up with. You can also let's see, add a necklace, add a tiara, add a ribbon, change the color of your dolphin. The color changer didn't work yet, but as soon as I sort of confront the AI about that not working, I'm sure it'll figure out the tinting. So there's the menu. Walk. I don't know why the button says walk. Because it's not fixed yet. So I'm going to go back in the AI and say, we need to get that walk button to switch back to player camera mode. And so you can swap in between your player and your pet dolphin, and also has the zoom in and out, which is really cool. So you can zoom in when the camera's like circling the dolphin. That's really nice. I don't know why it put this paper bag over the player. I've yet to ask it to remove that. But we no longer have the health damage bar issue anymore where it's like flashing red. Although I did tell it to have different size dolphins, and it went a little too far out to lunch with that, and I had to, in testing, climb over this giant dolphin. So that was funny. I'm taking lots of backups, so every time you see this little annoying window pop up and I'm writing stuff, take a backup every time you do something with AI. It's obviously destructive. It's not going to remember what it did before, so always take your backups. Now we are testing multiplayer. We're launching servers. Take a backup. We're launching servers. Make the dolphin the same size as the original, so we're fixing that. Can you add going around all of the aquariums? Can you ground? So yeah, I needed to extend the map, and I don't know if it just, because it's codecs and MCP, if it can't really read what the existing ground was, but it added some actually really nice ground around all the aquariums. It did a really good job of it. Actually, I'm kind of impressed with that, to where if I'm making a level for something and I really in a detailed way told codecs what the level should look like in terms of pathways and stuff and going around certain things, that it could do it. At the same time, are they constructed procedurally? Because that ground and walkway is not in the editor there, which is weird. how am I going to edit it? That's one bad point. One good thing is that, I told it to make 10 aquariums. So if I change that number, maybe the procedural script is able to easily accommodate that. So here we are, about halfway through our game dev experience, and you see there all the different billboards for all the players. Not really sure how I'm gonna test and debug and edit any of this stuff that appears to be procedurally generated when you play it. That is very interesting. Maybe there's a way I could paste it in the bottom execute a command area. So here we're going to fill in the tiaras. We're going to find one out of the asset store, and we're going to do our best to have Roblox, or the AI, position it properly in Roblox. So you're going to have a bit of back and forth, and telling it to make sure we use one of the bones near the head. And I don't want to go back and forth on that. I just want to hope it gets something right. And here you can't see it, so we're going to go back to AI and say, try again. And we're going to do the tiara. We're testing. We're doing multiplayer testing, whatever. We're actually single player testing to eventually to get this going. And we're going to put the tiara, the necklace, and a bow on the head of the dolphin. So what else is there? The aquarium, it's really cool. You can walk around the glass aquarium, but it's like the glass aquarium, it's kind of weird in that you just it's closed off on the top. That's one thing, and then the dolphin jumps through the glass ceiling or something. I don't know. Basically, you can't jump in and swim with the dolphin, which is something I should put in actually. And something I mentioned with the AI to do, like, you should be able to swim around. And so maybe that's sort of why it started like recreating different aquarium features inside of the aquarium I already had, like the pool that's set in the ground or whatever. So I could use either style. That's nice, especially if I have a hard time getting the procedural aquarium set to be editable, or have it procedurally generated in the editor so that I can statically keep it there and work on it. But we're following along. We're almost done with the tiara and the bow, the pearl necklace. We still have the bag around the character that we have to get rid of. Don't know why he's wearing an armor gray bag. But a lot of back and forth to try and get the bow done. I'm trying different bows. It seemed to be like making some kind of bow out of like a block and some pink circles, spheres. But eventually we got it sorted out, and probably just as well. Like most of this time, I was just thinking about how the bow should actually be positioned. So we want it smaller and kind of sitting on there. So yeah, I didn't really take that much longer. But where do we go next with the pet simulator, the Dolphin Pet Simulator? Simulator is always a good name for Roblox games, so maybe that instead of Dolphin Pet Simulator. But I'm kind of new to all of this kind of simulation kind of game. What is the hunger, happiness, energy, and cleanliness going to do? What are those stats actually translating to? Like, what is that all about? So, there's some cooldowns. I'm assuming this is like saved to the database. Hopefully it's using a minimum amount of keys so it can handle the millions of players I'm going to get, whatever their caps are for keys in the database. But, is that keys? Like, each player is a key? Or is a key like a data type? Anyway, I'm going to have to fix the dolphin kind of like half in the ground there, so again, we have to edit the aquariums, and that's going to be interesting. But that ground, who made this like grass ground? It looks really good, like a really good texture. Is that normal? I guess so. But we're getting really close. It would be nice to have an ocean scene as well. Maybe you could click a button or something and transport to the ocean. Maybe you have a truck come free willy, pick them up and drop them in the ocean. I don't know. Obviously, you're just going to transport to the ocean. It'd be cool to maybe ride your dolphin around through the ocean or something. I don't know. Definitely an idea. And maybe you could go on a quest, riding around the ocean, go swimming underwater, and maybe have some scuba gear. All very good ideas. What other ideas? Well, definitely, like I was saying, we got to fix the water height, whatever. But that's it. You're watching. This is the second video. Watch the first one to see how we did all the Blender work. And thanks for following along. Stay tuned. This has been Carl German, and you're watching Roblox Development.